Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 117 of your weekly dose of Terraform. My name is the same, Anton Babenko, and I'm having fun working with Terraform for quite some time. And yeah, today I'd like to continue working on some Terraform AWS modules, maybe fixing some issues. I really enjoyed uh, last. Hello, Natalia. Uh, Дякую, Anton. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I kind of forgot that I can also speak Ukrainian. Дякую, Антон, за цікаві лекції. Thank you very much, Natalia, for joining. And as I was just about to say that last Friday I had a lot of fun talking to some of you online, and some people responded afterwards that they like this format. So hopefully today will be even better. If you have any questions or any topics you want to bring, don't hesitate. We are here to do that, really. And yeah, without further ado, let's switch here. Um, so this is my GitHub, and as you can imagine, I again begging for sponsors. I know that many people use projects like Pre-Commit Terraform, which I initiated, but I'm not spending so much time there because I'm busy with many other things, like in other different projects. So if you or your company are using some work, please consider sponsoring. That's really important for me to survive. And yeah, maybe a not very ordered sequence of things which I want to highlight. Uh, Natalie is a good friend of mine. She wrote interesting post uh, as kind of follow up, maybe providing extra information to many people who are not familiar with this feature of S3 buckets, which is called requester pays. And she explained what are use cases and how to actually use it. In very simple way, it is a feature which enables you as an owner of some information in your S3 bucket to not pay for this for the retrieval of this information yourself, but to let people who are requesting this information to pay for it. As you probably saw the blog post during this week, where unauthorized API calls were logged into S3 bucket and then bills skyrocketed. This is kind of solution to potential problem, not exactly to the problem which was described in the article, but still it's very important feature to know, especially if you will have some customers reading from your bucket. Uh, yeah, and you don't want to pay for this traffic yourself. So check it out. It's inandout.cloud. Inandout.cloud is a website, or inandout.hashnode.dev. This is a link. I'll put link in the description. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to put it there. So Terraform Weekly newsletter is growing, and people seems to enjoy type of content which I find online. And I really want to say big thanks to Terramate for becoming a sponsor of Terraform Weekly newsletter. For those who have not heard about Terramate, you may think about it as the next generation of Terraform orchestrator. So if you are dealing with Terraform yourself, you'll have to come up with some workarounds to make it really work at scale. And Terramate CLI provides certain solutions which can help you to work around like long running pipelines and overall lack of observability of what you have in your Terraform configurations. and so on. I've had live stream with them sometime in the past. I think it was around summertime. And yeah, they also have Terramate Cloud, of course, to not confuse it with Terraform Cloud. It's not related, it's just a similar name. Uh, I think, or at least I would be very interested in having them at my live stream, which you're watching right now, sometime in the future. And I'd like to talk about Terramate, maybe Terramate Cloud, what's new, and so on. If you want to have this kind of content, or if you want uh, me to have this live stream, please write in comments. I mean, you need to write something in comments before I proceed. You see how I can make everybody type in. Type something in the comments if you want me to have Terramate at live stream. I'm waiting. I have 1 hour to wait. Yes. Okay. Good. Good. Okay. Thank you very much for confirming. Uh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, hello from sunny California. Is it cold in Norway? Let me check. No, it's not cold. It's not cold. It's sunny. I'm going to Colorado tomorrow, and it's actually a bit colder than here. So maybe I don't have to go to Colorado. Hmm. Yeah, but yeah, no, of course I will go to Colorado. Okay, why should I go to Colorado? Well, because I have never been to Colorado in first place, and also I have never been to Estes Park, and I have never been to LambdaConf, and I have never been at the event where so many different technologies are mentioned. I've been to different events like Web Summit and reInvent, which are massive by size. But here, if I look into schedule, I am just amazed with the amount of different technologies and programming languages which I had never heard about it. So yeah, this sounds interesting. In particular, I'd like to meet uh, Max Demulin and see what they are doing with DBoss and transactional serverless and how different they are from AWS Lambdas. And yeah, and maybe we can collaborate on some things there. So yeah, and in general, it's pretty cool to meet people, and I will be talking about serverless on AWS with Terraform, uh, which is pretty different from most of other talks here. Mm. Um, Special thanks for Terraform Lambda module, great support, uh, SAM serverless application module. Yeah, well, it's actually quite funny that you mentioned this now because later today uh, I will have to figure out what is actually missing there. So you as a user of Terraform may have even better experience. So if you have any feedback, Mihailo or anyone else, uh, please write at least couple keywords or couple sentences which you think is really worth attention, so that me and someone else, maybe from a big organization like AWS and HashiCorp or whoever else is interested, uh, can think about that. So I hear that you say that you like SAM support there, though I know that very few people use it, very few. And to my mind, it's not complete. So it's good that it works until it doesn't. Yeah, please let me know what's your experience there. Okay, so weekly tier, Terramate, all good. I think, yeah, I think I said everything what I really wanted. 12 minutes, that's pretty quick. Let's go to some Terraform um, code, I guess. I have looked into, oh yeah, one more thing before I looked into the code. Uh, for some very strange reason, I received uh, probably 4 times more emails during this week than ever, uh, where different people either asked questions about Terraform-aws modules. Uh, it looks like they just forget to click issues and click new issues and hope that somebody will reply to them. Uh, I sometimes reply because I know, but sometimes I don't reply kind of correctly because I don't know answer. Like I'm not familiar with certain modules myself. So I want to say that if you have generic questions about Terraform-aws modules, don't hesitate to open issues. I mean, I don't know so much about how internals are working on all services. And one of such requests, yeah, also a few people said like, oh, we found vulnerability, we found security holes, or some person said something like, there is Python vulnerability in Notify Slack module. Uh, this vulnerability is in fact, how to say, is in fact possible, I would say. But it has no traction, no activity, no reproduction since 2006, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so I don't think it's really critical. But anyway, feel free to open issues, and if you have something very specific in mind, or if you want to pay money, don't hesitate to send me email, and I will provide you with my PayPal. That's fine too. Okay, off topic. Of course, we're already 15 minutes in stream. Let's do some off topic. Do you think that Terraform has any future after IBM will buy HashiCorp? Well, honestly, if there wouldn't be any future, why I would even sit here and do this live stream? Really, I certainly believe that there is a future, and well, this future is even brighter to my mind than it was before. Why so? Because IBM, as no one else, I mean, of course, there are companies, but no one else among uh, popular public clouds who are actually acknowledging that, yes, our IBM cloud is not very popular, and we probably don't have enough capacity or enough willingness to compete and to succeed. Uh, so we don't want to compete with AWS. And instead, they are focusing on multi-cloud. They're focusing on providing solutions, how to integrate certain workloads between IBM, GCP, AWS, or maybe even between AWS and GCP, because they have other products. So IBM Cloud is not a problem in this case. Additionally, I think that IBM has very long history. Uh, I'm not big expert, to be honest, in Red Hat story. Some people say like, oh, it's bad. Some people say like it's actually not so bad. But I like to remind everyone that back in the days, well, yeah, I'm very old, I know. Back in the days, everybody was blaming Windows, right? Oh, Microsoft, or we had the expression Microsoft sucks. Now, if you ask like modern developers, they will not say this because they have not uh, had this experience from before. And the same for IBM. Maybe some time ago they did something bad, but I'm not aware about these things. And for me, not HashiCorp, not IBM, not AWS, not 99.9% of other companies out there didn't do anything bad. So I have zero reasons to think that IBM is going to become bad guy here and do something bad. Why? I mean, they want to succeed, of course. Yeah, that's why I'm not supporting any extra. forks like OpenTOFU, because they're, to my mind, they're just like parasites. Yeah, not really providing value as such. Instead, they provide way too much lie and false information. I just cannot listen to that, and yeah, it's pretty bad. So let's look into this one. Let's look into this one. Why I should look into this one? First of all, because Rafal opened it 1 hour ago, and during 1 hour, Rafal didn't find time to fix formatting. Let's help Rafal to do this. The way to do this, we go somewhere here, and we put backticks 3 things here, and then somewhere 3 ticks here, and maybe 3 ticks here, and maybe 3 ticks here. And we click update. Now we are talking. Okay, I think it's kind of easy to to prove that when you open issue, it's a good idea to read it right before you submit it. Okay, copy it from complete example and then just added few bits. Okay, and now the challenge for Anton is to figure out what are these new bits. Wish you good luck, Anton. Okay, source, master, amazing version, amazing. Alias xxx. Are you hosting porn? Okay, jokes aside. What is this even problem? Origin recreation caused by adding origin shield enabled. Well, don't add shield. No, I'm so funny today, I know. Origin shield. If this is here, then it causes constant recreation. Okay, origin shield. I don't use origin shield myself. I guess we don't have this in example either, but let's see. Origin, custom origin, yes, this one. Okay. So it seems like when you add origin shield, then there is a bug. So we go to Terraform-aws slider, maybe search in changelog, nothing here. Maybe we look into issues and we search for origin shield. And here we are, provider produced inconsistent final. Yeah, so there are already reported issues here. I just need to mention it somewhere here. Or actually, I don't have to mention. I can just search, copy the whole URL, and that's it. Possibly related. Yes, probably it's. Yeah, so it is definitely related to this one. Let's close this and this, and going back here, and the comment is it is ready and in the terraform-aws provider we can't do anything about it. This was quick. Yeah. So this was quick because it was nothing to do. Right. So another thing, as I mentioned earlier, I received email where a person says, well, it is not secure and we have to do something about it. Actually, email was very detailed and I really enjoyed it because the person introduced not just like, hey, fix it, but he actually explained why it is a problem, what can be done, and how this can be improved. I prefer reading such replies or such emails more than uh, sometimes people sending me like 2 lines of HCL code and saying error. Excellent. I really enjoy it. It's not so often lately, but back in the days I received many such emails. So yeah, if you see any error in HTTP in response of Terraform apply, don't hesitate to send me a couple characters, and I will be able to guess what is the problem immediately. So yeah, that's probably how it works. Okay, so looking into this one, the problem is uh, I'm reading this email on the side. Uh, so the first, let's call him Adam. Adam says that he believes that it's too permissive. What exactly is too permissive? So when we are creating virtual cluster and we create some IAM policy which we attach to it, like traditional things, we create policy to delete object, to get object, list, and so on to any bucket IRNs. So this bucket IRN, which is mentioned here as var.s3 bucket IRNs, has default value as star. And um, he said that people were adding manually permissions to the new role, not knowing that access to all is anyway opened, right? Yeah, which is a pretty common thing. So you already have this one, uh, like delete object and put object and so on to any bucket. Mm. This is, by the way, Elastic MapReduce virtual cluster. So when we are having S3 bucket runs like set to star, it means that anybody can write there, which to my mind is not uh, so bad because uh, it will be a responsibility of the bucket itself on the bucket policy level to control whether certain things are allowed to do this, right? So I mean, on S3 buckets, we are controlling uh, permissions on both sides, like from IAM as always, uh, like who can do what, as well as from bucket policy. So I don't think S3 bucket IRN may have any other default values. Similar things actually for describing log groups or even put. Let me see. No, put here we use some prefix at least, so it's not just star. Mm. So what kind of value we can put instead of star here? Uh, well, I don't know what else we can put here. We always put some stars in different places, and I don't think we can change it. The only thing which we can improve here uh, is that mm, is just thinking loud. If we make this list empty, this means that we will require users to provide S3 bucket IRNs, which is not a bad thing, right? Mm, yeah, probably it's not bad. Mm, get object, put object. Yeah, I think it's pretty decent. So if we set it to empty empty list, it means that this policy will be invalid. User will like, oh my god, what should I do? Mm, yeah, maybe put in default value as empty instead of just star. Is not so bad. Okay, I will reply to email after stream. But I think it's good idea. Do we have this in this module? No. So we have only this as really meaningful default value somewhere. All other values, I guess this is better, right? All other values are null or empty map or empty string. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Let's do this. Let's don't put star here. Yeah. Maybe it will be helpful. Okay. dokie. Let's look into another one. Mm, yeah. Let's look into this one. Uh, so this is. I think Melissa is writing code to so many Terraform-aws modules. I need to drink coffee. Okay. Yeah, Melissa is writing so much code that her pull requests are already no need to be reviewed under microscope. So that's kind of experience which we really enjoy in Terraform-aws modules organization. At least I enjoy. I hope others enjoy too. Where we can look through this and understand that the only thing which was added here is just this dedicated log volume, and yeah, that's it. Looks pretty cool. Dedicated log volume for DB instance. So we add this thing here, use dedicated log volume DB instance. Hmm. Hmm. Can this be null? No, probably. Yeah, the default value is already false, and it's probably backward compatible because this was introduced in the latest version of provider. Well, one of the latest. Okay, okay. That's it. Really, nothing to look. Very simple to review. Just a lot of files changed, so yeah, no questions. No questions asked. Merged, merged. Ta-da. Okay, okay. Let's look into another one. Joy, Joy. Thank you, Joy, for following me. Joy from Miami wants to have formatter for Amazon managed Prometheus alerts. Well, good luck, John, and I'm sure that this is possible. Why I think that, uh, let's see, um, mm, I wanted to be lazy and piggyback. Oh yeah, sounds so familiar. I'm also willing to be lazy and piggyback on using. Right, so let me look into the code just to understand if it is actually scalable so much or not. So we have already a notify Slack function where we add different type of formatters: format, CloudWatch alarm, guard duty, and AWS health, and so on. So what I think we can do here, uh, yes, we should add support for even more formatters, because that's what I see very common pattern here. People start using it and then they integrate with another service, and we don't have support for it. So uh, this is what was the question? Add formatter. Yeah. So thank you. The request for this feature. You you or a welcome to open pull requests. Welcome to open pull requests uh, with such condition. Look into previous into existing examples. That's it. For examples. Right. Yeah, that's pretty good request. Thank you, Joel. Right. Let's see. I'm almost out of issues. Please open more issues so I have more things to fix. Okay, it was that job. Don't open new issues. Fix them immediately. Okay, let's look. Gene, I think I looked into this one uh, last stream, or maybe I didn't look. Yeah, anyway, um, what is this? Um, what is this about? Yeah, so mm, mm, yeah, it was opened last week. Um, so when we make Lambda function and we provide different resources like Lambda permission and so on, Terraform natively figure out how the whole graph should be orchestrated and what kind of changes in which order and so on. That's why we love Terraform, right? Uh, when we imagine that you have graph of 3, 4 different levels of different relations. You don't have cycle dependencies, but you have 3, 4 different levels of it. So lambda function uh, has some kind of permission, and then and triggers and so on. And then you decide to change permission for some of it, or you want to change trigger. Uh, Lambda function will understand that it has to delete existing lambda permission, and it has to add new one. The thing is that it will not be able to do this because statement ID is always static. So statement ID in this case is the same even if you change it, like if you delete it. This pull request proposed to use statement ID prefix to guarantee that every time when we run it, we'll have different statement ID, which means that if we have, like if we are in the process of reconciliation, then we create new one, I mean new lambda permission, and attach it to the lambda function, and then we delete previous one. So that's how it will work. In this case, statement ID will not work, but statement ID prefix will work. So statement ID prefix with create before destroy. Now let's read what is this issue about, because I explained maybe something totally new. When any parameter that contains dynamic elements a region name. Well, if you change the region name, then kind of a lot of things change. So it's probably a bad example. Only if you use it inside of interpolation of some, let's say, lambda function name, but don't actually use it inside of, don't actually deploy lambda function in very different region. And that is evaluated in an intermediate module. It's not known until apply time, which causes the permission to be removed and added. During this window, CloudWatch logs will see errors when delivering events to the subscription and stop sending events for 10 minutes. By switching blah, 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 and blah, 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 we avoid such interruption. Yeah, sounds pretty decent. And Brian confirmed that I think I need this fix. Brian, then let's merge this one, and if it doesn't work, you tell us. Let's approve it, and let's click create before destroy on lambda permission resource, right? Lambda permission on create before destroy on AWS. Is it fixed? No, it's actually a feature added, create before destroy. It's a feature because some people will have the permission be recreated, which is not a big deal. Still, yeah, it's a feature. So let's merge this one and let's tell Brian to please confirm that it works as expected. If not, please open new issue. And let's say G. Let's see. Good. Okay, so this is 730. Let's move on. Okay, I have 3 equal, probably complicated issues. Let's see this first one. Dima Soloducha asked, yeah, I think this is pretty important thing to look into now, because there are situations where you create lambda function like multiple times, but you create it with the same configuration. Let's say you do this in pipeline and you have a static name, which means that logs will be always logs will always be log group will always be the same. And if you know that you already have log group or you create it outside, you can specify that you want to use existing CloudWatch log group equal true, and it will not create resource. But we may want to have a way to skip destroy argument to the CloudWatch log group, so that we actually delete this log group. Right? skip destroy. Let's see. Set to true if you do not wish the log group or any logs it may contain to be deleted at destroy time. And instead just remove the log group from Terraform state. Yeah, so maybe we want to, a bit lost. I thought it's a little bit different. When I answered this question, I think one way, now I'm reading it and I think kind of different. So what's use case? We have log group. Oh, actually, let's read what Dima says. When destroy lambda CloudWatch log group is not destroyed. Well, it's destroyed. It is destroyed. Okay, anyway, let's take a look in the code because it's been a while. Maybe you want to see this in the code as well. So let's look into Lambda module, example. Lambda examples. Which example do we want? I guess complete is fine. Amazon Q tip 103, start typing to get suggestion. One more tip from Amazon Q and I will delete this extension. I just installed it right before this stream, so I don't know what it's supposed to be doing, but okay. What do I have here? Maybe some other simple example. Simple CI/CD. Well, yeah, sounds good. Sounds simple enough, at least to my case. So let's look. Simple CI/CD. Start typing. Okay, what's M module? Okay, not very helpful so far from Amazon Q. But okay, let's focus on this one. So if I now go to this example and if I run terraform init, just for fun upgrade because I have probably something new here. And now terraform apply. It will work, right? Yeah, it will create a bunch of different things as well as CloudWatch log group. Where is it? Here is it. So and skip destroy will be false. Skip destroy is false because there is no way to control it right now. So if I look into the code and if I see skip destroy, no, it's not this one. It should be under this resource. Yeah, this resource. So this resource is pretty simple. I actually forgot to run git pull just because there may be something new. No, not in this part at least. Okay, so let's add this functionality. You check out what is it? CloudWatch logs. So we'll add maybe a couple more arguments here. So first one is skip destroy logs skip destroy. Okay. And let's look in documentation. What does skip destroy means? Skip destroy means add to true if you don't wish to be deleted. Put it another way. Then two. the log group and any log it may contain at destroy time. Whether to keep the log group at destroy time. Just remove. This is a bit simplified way. And by default, as we saw, it was false. So it should be boolean false, because this should be backward compatible. And looking into other things, there are also another parameter which was added before. I want to add it here too, because who wants to pay for CloudWatch logs, which are infrequently accessed? CloudWatch logs log group class. Sounds pretty amazing. Specify the log class of where do we have it? I think we have it in RDS. Right. I don't know if I have it here. Support for managing log groups. Log. Let's see. RDS. Git pull. I think there was support for many things. Oh my god, just CloudWatch group. That's where where was this support? Log class module. I just want to see how it's implemented in another place. And yeah, I have hard time remembering which module was it. Maybe not here, maybe in Aurora. No, log, not Aurora. Where do I have it? Hmm? Hmm. Yeah, that's a problem. We have so many modules. I sometimes forget where was it. I guess EC EKS maybe makes, I don't know if CloudWatch. Oh yeah, CloudWatch log group. Probably this one has, yeah, log group plus. Okay, so that's what I wanted to find. I wanted to find exactly this syntaxes and this default. That's much better. Go to my variables and CloudWatch log group plus. But in Lambda module, we have CloudWatch logs every time. So, okay, it's going to be CloudWatch logs log group class. So that's another parameter which we add. And I think that's it. I'm looking into documentation, but that's two parameters which I want to add here. So now going to this, and we say a log plus. CloudWatch logs log group class. No. Mm, uh, log log group class. Yes. Okay. Finally. Good. So now we can control these two things. Where can I change it? All right. So I'm inside of simple CI/CD folder, and somewhere here I want to customize this, and I want to say CloudWatch log class. What are expected values, infrequent access, and another one, which is CloudWatch skip destroy, will be true. Amazing. Lambda example cd. Let's see. So my CloudWatch log groups should be skip destroy true and infrequent access. Sounds amazing. Let's destroy it. I said, but I wanted to say let's deploy it, which is different. Ooh. Just received important message. Okay. Um, okay. Right, so this was simple. Now let's go uh, to console, and maybe I should do something exciting. No, it's enough. Enough excitement for one stream. Let's open it here. So 50 cents. If you know who's 50 cents, leave a comment. Okay. Um, so uh, so let me go to Lambda, and in Lambda I see this one, and I should see my CloudWatch logs. So I don't have so many groups as far as I remember. Yeah, I have only this one, which is infrequent access and never expired, which is fine. So what I want now, I want to really call this function to make sure that it leaves trace inside of CloudWatch logs. So it was executed. Now, if I go here, I don't know why this is suddenly red. It's really screaming to my mind. I never saw red in such setup. I don't know. This red is terrible feedback. Don't use a red color of those things. Yes, in general, oh my God, usefulness. Oh, this is optional. That's good. Enough. So now if I refresh it, I should see my log. I don't see my log. Why I don't see my log? And frequent log class only supported tailored set of capabilities, blah, blah, blah. So where is my log? Interesting. Was successfully, I didn't call it. See, I created test case, but I didn't call it. Now I should see it. Yeah, cool. Good. So now we can see that what unified, mummified. Okay. Anyway, I was. You didn't see what I do here. Oh my God. So this is a log group with one call in it, so it should be fine. Now, if I now go back to Terraform code and I run Terraform apply, there should be no changes, obviously. But if I run Terraform destroy, and I'll auto approve because why not? I specify that I want to skip destroy, so my CloudWatch log group will be still there, right? Ta-da! Amazing. My log group is still there. It's infrequent access. I now need to delete it manually. Okay, this was simple, but I'm pretty sure it will save some money for people. Let me add this into complete example. Probably it's better. Mm. No. Where is the best place to put it? Mm. CloudWatch. CloudWatch. There is no CloudWatch section, so I'm not sure where to put it. Hmm. Yeah, let's put it somewhere here. Keep destroy is not needed to be shown because we don't want people accidentally having this, yeah, laying around. So git status, git add, git actually. Yeah, because there were some new good things added into pre-commit Terraform. So now let's A. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Why so many changes in wrappers? Ah, right, yeah, because version was added, right? Anyway, git commit added support for CloudWatch log group plus and keep log log group plus and keep destroy. Mm. Okay, so let's take a look into this pull request. This is correct. This is correct. And yeah, this is big change which was added into wrappers. It's fine. Uh, also, also. Oh, right. The reason why we added this required providers block into individual wrappers is because you may want to use uh, to pass these providers into wrappers as well, which is pretty cool pattern uh, if you want to call them this way. Yeah, this yeah looks amazing. And this is actually fixed for which is 563. Fixes 563. Yeah, that's it. There is nothing else to add. Mm, let's see. There is no function like this anymore. I don't know who created this starter AWS Lambda function. I don't know why I did this. Interesting. I don't know why I did this. Okay, that's it. That's it. Let me wait for this thing to finish, and now I can merge it, and that's it. Good. So this is fixed. Yeah, that's it. I'm just thinking what else I can do here. Just close this tab, delete this branch. That's it. Yeah, there is nothing else to be done. The rest of these properties we could already customize if we want. It's good. Yeah, this one is definitely in high demand. So let me look into this one now. Maybe even work on it. Okay. So I know that a lot of people will asking and waiting for this. I never need it myself. It's frankly speaking, that's how prioritization works. As simple as that. This is a follow-up of 137. For the work I made, request the changes. Ah, yeah, right. I actually reviewed it. Yeah. Oh, I reviewed it pretty long time ago. So I said I left a few comments, and then changes have been requested but not implemented, and then it just closed down. Right, okay, so that's good. So the PR shows creating one ACM certificate for multiple domains, which is useful when using the certificate for CloudFront. It only allows one certificate per this. I see. Now it makes sense. But maybe it makes sense earlier as well, but I kind of forgot. Um, yeah, right. You can have only one CloudFront distribution and attach one certificate. So you need to squeeze all your domains into one certificate. CloudFront does not support multiple ACM certificates like ALB. Therefore, if you need to support multiple domains in a single CloudFront distribution, you would have to create the certificate manually because this module sucks. This change should be backward compatible. the proof. As I added a zone var containing a map with domains and then zone 53 zone ID. So the validation records are created in the correct zone, in the correct Route 53 zone. Yeah. Additionally, it's going to be tricky to check, but okay. Additionally, I have updated the tests to allow variables. So it's easy for me, others to test with my test domain. I think we already have it as variable. Maybe not. Okay, so I guess many people want it. Many people asked. Okay, let's take a look in the code. I'm actually more excited than I may sound. I don't know why. Uh, because now I can clearly see that yes, there is a need for that, and maybe even I have uh, such need myself. It's interesting. Okay, okay. So that's too hard to read. Let's look into example. What exactly is changed? Use existing zone. Okay. Single certificate with multiple domains from different routed to 3 hosted zones. Useful when creating certificate for CloudFront, which only support a single certificate per distribution. Okay. Okay, so that's where fun begins. It's a bit ugly. But okay, uh, if we have local extra domain, what is it? Extra domain is something extra. Something extra. Something extra is this one. Mm. Mm. The trick, which actually makes this module really useful, is let me find it somewhere at the top. Yeah, is here, where the logic is to identify what are the validation domains and create correct validation records for all domains and all of yeah, for correct domains. If extra domain um, if this extra domain belongs to this domain, like in this case, it's the same, it's just subdomain of main domain. I need to be sure what kind of record is expected. Because if I want to validate this domain, for example, I may have to create a record inside of just this domain to prove that I own this subdomain. Or I may want to create, or I may need to create a record inside of this whole domain. You see it? So it's pretty tricky sometimes to figure out what level should we should we deal with? So that's the whole logic. Is that sometimes we like not sometimes, but we actually replace the domain name if it is matched. Yeah. So if we see domain name, then we remove it from there. But okay, um, let's take a look here. So first of all, I will look into this code, and I want mm, to maybe run it this way, but also I want to make it mm, a little bit different because I want to have domain and an extra domain very different. Yeah, probably even um, that's too much. I was thinking to use different AWS providers for that, but it's just too much. Yeah, too much. Okay, okay, let's see. So, what is this magic? Oh my God, magic detected. So we are, in order to find out the records for the validation, we look into zones and no, it's here we're iterating through local distinct domain names. So it's distinct, and yeah, that's the whole point is uh, subdomains versus domains. That's really a tricky part in this module. I know it's possible to figure out. Eventually, I figure out that people want to extend it, of course. So, yeah, this is really complicated, and I'm I'm thinking this has to be um, yeah, this has to be reviewed a little bit more because the whole difference here is that we have distinct domain names and validation domains. This can be, let's say, two things, but this can be one thing. I mean, one item. Of course, if we use element, we will never go out of this range um, because that's the way how element works. But it's just it can be problematic if in certain cases where you have different domains or different ordering and so on. So it's good that it's map. All right. Okay, potentially pretty good. So let's say ACM 149. What is it? Jim? AD, ACM, complete DNS validation. This. So 149, 49, GPR. Then it's PR check 149. I made alias and I forgot which one to use. It's pretty funny. What? Switch to your branch ahead. Git push. Push where? Push what? What? No, what is this? I don't know what is this happening here, but let's go Juma, which is git. Uh, what is? It's git stash. Ah, okay, git stash. Yeah. And second thing is git checkout 149 force. What? Checkout. I probably already have this branch. So yeah, right. I have allow multiple branches, and I even have this remote. Mm, refusing to fetch. Refusing to fetch into branch. Check out failed on Git. Anyway, it was probably not not a good day for this pull request. Yeah, I'm gonna to look at this later. Okay, yeah, enough for today. I think it was yeah, I think it was enough. Um, probably look into this issue later next week. It has potential to be very useful, but again, if anyone wants me to work on something they need or they depend on, you know where sponsor button is. I hope you do. If not, you can go to my GitHub page and sponsor me, or yeah, send me email how we can cooperate and so on. So that's it. Thank you very much for your time, and yeah, have a great week and bye.